Welcome to Around the House Quick Cut, sponsored by Romac Building Supply. I'm your host, Don Magruder. For more exciting homeowner tips, go to aroundthehouse.tv. Today we're going to talk about aging in place. One of the most important things for most seniors is when you buy or remodel a home, you want to make sure that as you get older and you lose your mobility, that you're able to age in place. We have a special guest. We have Cindy Couillard. She's the Vice President of DeBarco Building Corporation out of Wildwood, and she's a certified National Home Builder Association Age in Place Specialist. And she's going to give us some great tips for aging in place. Cindy, glad to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here, Don. Thank you.
Well, Cindy, tell us what's your first tip.
My first tip is determine your need. There's a lot of different needs in aging in place. Pre-planning is one of the big needs. If you know that your parents are aging and you need to pre-plan for an addition on your home, in-law quarters, that's a pre-plan. And
Cindy, a lot of people, they're 62, 63, and they say, well, I'm buying their forever home, and say, well, I'm never going to need that. But you need to think long-term, don't you?
Yes, you do need to think long-term, especially if you have aging parents.
And the other thing, Cindy, you're an aging specialist. You have personal knowledge of that. You have a child that you have to prepare for disabilities.
I do. My daughter is disabled. She's 31, but and that's gave me the passion for this to start with.
And the most important thing is, if someone doesn't know where to start, for example, I wouldn't know where to start. They should call someone like you who can walk through their home and look at things.
Please do. I mean, I'll come in and do a free assessment of your home based on your need, and my next step is prioritizing the need, determining if it's a pre-plan or sometimes it's an emergency need. If somebody has a fall or, God forbid, a stroke, we need to come in there immediately and assess and prioritize safety needs.
And unfortunately, bad things happen. Medical events happen all the time. I see you have some great items here. Tell us about these items. I love this.
Well, this is more of a universal design grab bar. And one thing that we make sure of is that all the grab bars have proper backing.
Explain what is proper backing.
Proper backing is 2x4 studs behind it. We do not install them with toggle bolts or just screw into the drywall. It's only as good as the backing behind it. So this should hold up to 300 pounds.
But what I like about this grab bar, unlike the commercial grab bars that look rough, this stays in place and it's beautiful for the home. Now, this looks like a toilet paper holder, but what is that?
It is a toilet paper holder, but it will also double as a grab bar, and it would be in proper backing to assist you with getting up and down as needed without having a commercial-looking stainless grab bar sitting there. It's more of universal design, and there's a lot of different colors and styles out there now, to where people come in, they don't notice that they're grab bars.
But you know, Cindy, if I'm a senior, I would consider having that put in my house immediately, because knees have arthritis and that can help. What else are some other tips you have for us?
Besides prioritizing the need, and a lot of times there's pre-planning, there's intermediate. Say somebody has a diagnosis and they know within a couple of years they might need to pre-plan. It gives you a little more time for shower remodels and different things. But the emergency need is one of the big ones, because a lot of times before you can get released from a rehab or from a hospital, they want to come do a home check to make sure you have access and you're safe. That's the biggest thing. And then once we do that, you look at the budget. What is their budget? Do they have the funds, or is this an emergency need that really needs to be prioritized based on what they can afford?
Yeah. And a lot of times these repairs can be costly.
They can be costly, especially if they're not pre-planned.
And I know with the DeBarco Building Corporation, you guys are up front on your pricing.
Oh yes, we're up front, state certified, building contractor, fully licensed, insured, and been around for almost 33 years.
And the mistake a lot of people make in age in place, they hire handymen instead of people like yourself.
Yes, and it's very inexpensive to have a handyman come in and put in grab bars with toggle bolts. But it is extremely important to me that you don't do that, because my daughter myself has fallen with the insecurity of being able to grab onto a grab bar that won't hold her.
I understand. What else do you have?
I would love to come in no matter what the need and access the entire home. So there is also more than just accessibility and grab bars for safety. I look for lighting issues. Lighting is a big issue because the yellow incandescent light is very hard to see as you age. We lose the color yellow first when we age. So white light, blue light, floor designations, going from tile to carpet or laminate is a big issue when you're in a walker. You need to have good demarcation to know where that ends. Same way with your countertops. The same color floor, the same color countertops. A lot of people lose their depth perception, so it's hard to tell where the end of the countertop is. So I do a full assessment of the whole home.
And the most important thing is hire someone who's an age-in-place specialist who can help. Cindy, you've given us some great tips. Before we go, what's a good number? If someone had a question about age-in-place, you're an expert on, what's a good number they can reach you at?
You can call our office, 352-748-5228, and I will gladly come out and talk to you.
Cindy, you've given us some great tips, and thank you for watching Around the House Quick Cuts today. Be sure to go to aroundthehouse.tv for more helpful hints. Until next time, we will see you around the house.